Welcome back, y'all. You already know what that sound means. I'm about to drop some tea. Welcome back to Biz Tea with the Boss Bestie, aka me, where I give y'all all the fish and chips. I mean, tips and tricks on how to level up your beauty business. Now, today's video is all about networking. Right. Now, before you start rolling your eyes and telling me that you're an introvert and you get nervous and you're awkward and all of that, I'm going to give you so much detail into how I myself and other women around me are going to these networking events and connecting with people, collaborating with people, and just growing our business in general. So, since it's 2025 and you need to get out your house, let me tell you how to do it the same way. Which leads me to my first point. You need to change your mindset, sis. There's no reason anybody invites you to a networking event and you're automatically thinking it's some super stuffy, corporate, out of this world event. Like, if you follow me on Instagram, then you know what kind of events that I go to, and I eat, I drink, I network, I connect, I do all that type of stuff, and I have a good time while I'm doing it, which is why I love to do it. So first thing you need to do is shift your mindset, because no, let's think about these things differently. Your mind is going to try to play tricks on you, and you can't let it. You deserve to be in the room just as much as anybody else. You pay for your ticket, you paid your money, and your money is just as good as anyone else's. So don't ever think that you are not able to be in the room. Don't let the imposter syndrome keep you in your house all this year and next year and the one after that. We need to get out of the house and meet people. That is how we're going to grow our business. That's how we're going to grow our community and build those strong connections that will help us get to the next level. We're giving main character energy all year, babes, all the time, 24/8. We never give second fiddle. We're always giving main character, okay? Also, stop looking at everybody as competition. Like, people are not your low-key competition. Honestly, people that are in these networking rooms, they are there because they want to network as well. Just keep in mind who you see show up to these events, because that's how you know those are the people that want to collaborate and those are the people that want to connect. Let's get on the same page and figure out how you can get to a place or a position where you can collaborate with someone of that caliber, whoever it may be. It could be somebody that's got 1 million followers or somebody that's got 1,000. As long as they are bringing value to their community, and also you think that you can bring value to theirs or vice versa, connect. Okay, it doesn't matter if you guys are doing the same thing, you're in the same industry, you have the same services. There's always ways to connect with people. Collaboration over competition, remember that. You have to embrace the awkwardness. Now, everything ain't easy and some things might feel unnatural, especially like going up to someone and starting a conversation with someone that you've never ever met before. That could definitely be awkward. But I don't know if anyone ever told you, but you don't grow inside of your comfort zone. You can't grow inside of your comfort zone. Let me give you an example, and I might say this wrong, but basically I'm finna sum it up. You put a baby turtle into a cup like this, it's only gonna get as big as this cup. But if you put a baby turtle into a pool, it's going to grow to its maximum size. It might not be as big as the pool, but it's going to get as big as it can get with all the extra space that it has. So staying inside your little comfort zone and your turtle shell right here is not going to get you to the place where you need to be. Let me tell you how to walk into a room and own it. Any room. It don't even matter if it's virtual or in person. As soon as you step into that room or click into that room, they need to know who it is. Let me tell you how you can do that. Confidence is always key, babes. You have to act like you belong there. Like I said in the beginning, your money spends just as good as everybody else's. You have to act like you are supposed to be in that room. God put you in that room. Now, who are you to question him? Show up confident. Walk with your head high, your shoulders back, them heels click clacking if you're wearing them. Put one foot in front of the other. Catwalk. Okay, we don't want to do too much of a catwalk because people gonna be looking at you like you doing too much. But you know what I'm saying? Walk in like you got some confidence. You also have to wear something that makes you feel like the boss that you are. If a blazer is something that makes you feel like the boss, makes you feel real bossy. If a red lip makes you feel bossy. If a high ponytail slick back like Connie from Two Could Play That Game makes you feel like that, put it on. If that's what's going to do to make you walk into that room like you're supposed to be there. Now, speaking of walk, if you know that you are not the type of person to typically wear heels, I would not put them on. If you're wearing heels and it's making you stomp around like you in a Kirk Franklin video, it's probably not what you should wear. Let's be clear. We all know we got our sit down heels and we got our move around heels. For the purpose of a networking event, we want to move around one. So if it's a chunky heel, even if it's flats, if you got to wear something flat, do that. Whatever makes you feel comfortable, but also makes you feel confident in who you are and what you got on. I want you to be in the mirror taking pictures with and without a filter, because that's how confident that you feel. Sometimes that confidence can go away if you start to feel overwhelmed. Like you go into the room and you see people that you don't know and you don't know how to start that conversation. So that kind of brings down your level of confidence. But what you can do to counteract that is to be intentional. Understand that you may or may not get to speak to everybody in the room, and you might not even want to speak to everybody in the room, and that's okay. Just make sure that the people that you do speak to, you have a meaningful conversation. You are actually trying to build a genuine connection. You guys swap social media or business cards or something along that lines that allows you to insert yourself as an authority figure in whatever industry that you're in. Because when you show up like a boss, people notice. Trust me on that one. Okay, I want to give y'all some networking mistakes that I see at different networking events that I attend all the time, and I need y'all to stop doing this. I'm laughing, but I'm not laughing. Okay, I'm laughing, but I'm not laughing. Let's get into it. Number one mistake is thinking that you cannot go to these events if you don't have someone to accompany you or stand by your side because you're childish. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Like, if you feel like you're grown enough to start a business, you're grown enough to have kids, you've grown enough to graduate college, do all these other things, why can't you go to an event without somebody else? Let's make it make sense. Y'all make it make sense. Like, oh, I'm not going to know anyone. That's the whole point of going to these events, is to meet people that you don't already know. So making someone go with you just so that you can go is crazy when you really think about it. Because now that person, what if they don't really want to go? Now they spending money that they didn't want to spend to go to an event that they didn't want to go to because you're afraid to talk to people. Let's grow up. Another mistake that I do see is jumping straight to the elevator pitch before even introducing yourself for real. Like jumping into somebody's conversation that's already happening and just inserting what you got to say, but without doing it. I'm not going to say the proper way, but let's have some decorum. Okay. Let's act like we've been here before. You done rehearse what you wanted to say in your head so many times that you forgot to play it cool. You're going to have people looking at you like, how was you cool? We don't want that. Just make sure that you are poised, shoulders back, and you enter the conversation not in a rude way, because sometimes it's good to interrupt the conversation, just to interject and put a valuable piece of information into that conversation, but you want to do it in a good way. You want to introduce yourself to these people, because mind you, they don't know you and first impression is everything. So do it the right way. One thing that I actually hate, loathe entirely, is when I go to these networking events to connect with people and they don't have their branding or marketing materials with them. Like, oh, I got my business cards, but I forgot them at home. You ain't know where you was going today. Okay. And not even a business card, because we live in a digital age now, and not everybody wants to walk around with a business card. Not everybody wants to accept a business card because they might lose it, they might put it down, they'll never go back and look at it. So there are digital business cards or NFCs or little keychain tags. You could put it on a wristband. Like, there's no excuse to why you're not walking around with something branded that you can easily allow people to connect with you. So just make sure when you go to these events that you have your branding materials with you, either that's business cards, flyers, whatever. Another mistake is ghosting. So after the event, you've connected with people, you've gotten their Instagram, their Facebook, their TikTok, their YouTube, whatever social media, and then y'all just never connect with each other ever again. Like, what was the point of that? Like, we're here to be intentional about the connections that we're making at these events, so we have to make sure that we are following up after the case, because you could tell somebody, hey, I'm a YouTube coach, or I'm a social media content creator, or I do this or I do that, but if they never see your stuff after today, what difference does it make? You see what I'm saying? Make sure that you're always following up with these people. And you can just create a slick little template. Hey, it was nice to meet you today. Looking forward to collaborating in the future. You can always reach out to me on these social media, whatever. Something real cute. Okay. Okay, and lastly, there's a whole bunch of different ones, but the last one that I'm gonna say is clinging to your group, or clinging to your comfort zone. Now, let's say that you did come with a group of people, or you came with one person. Why do you want to stand next to that person for the whole time? Y'all already know each other. We're trying to meet new people, so let's get around. Y'all separate, go see who y'all can find. Come back, reconvene, and then switch off and say, okay, I met this person and they do such and such and such, and I think that they would be really great to connect with you. Bet I'm finna go talk to him. That's how you gonna do it. If you gonna do the buddy system, do it like that. Just don't be that person, okay? We're networking like bosses, not amateurs. Okay, besties, that's all the tea that I have on how to network like a boss. All in all, you don't need to be perfect, but you do need to be yourself. You do need to be consistent, and you need to show up. Literally. If this video helped you in any way, or you feel like it could help someone else, don't keep it to yourself. Like, comment, subscribe, and also share it with somebody that needs to see these tips. We're doing events in 2025, and we don't have time to be sitting in the house. We have businesses to grow, we have money to make, and we have connections to build. And by the way, I have a networking event that's coming up that I'm co-hosting with one of my boss besties, Asia from Dreams Demand Hustle Co. And it's going to be on February 22nd at Amor Wine Room in Orange City, called Match Made in Business. It's a speed networking event. So if you've ever been speed dating, or if you've ever seen speed dating, we're going to be doing that. But instead of trying to find your love, your BF, your boyfriend, we're trying to find your boss bestie and your accountability partner. So if you're interested in trying to find someone to help you along your business journey, check the link below in the description box. I'll have the link for the tickets there. They are on sale now, and we can't wait to see you. Cheers to that. See you later, besties.